Okay. What are we going to do? How are we going to do this? I'm nervous.
Let's start. And first, I guess we could say the title of this shindig, the name that Samantha came up with.
Anonymously Aggravated.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Why? Because I have a lot of shit to talk and I don't necessarily want everyone to know where it's coming from. And so does everybody else. But also, there's a lot of times that I do want my face on here because I do have things to say and I want people to see how passionate about it I am. And I feel like we'll get like 50-50. Some people are going to want to tell some traumatic shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm honestly here for trauma dumping. That's my favorite kind. And then I think a lot of people are just going to want to say they went on a podcast. Which is why I'm doing this, because no one's invited me on theirs. So I just have to do my own.
But I feel like you have to be cool. Like your podcast has to be cool enough for me to want to go on it. Like I'm not just going to go on your podcast that you created yesterday, which is not going to happen to us. Ours is going to be cool. I know ours will be cool, but I don't even know who you are. Like,
yeah.
You have like 5 followers and you don't even do anything and you're starting a podcast. No, I'm not going.
And they're like, they have like, sorry, but like no personality.
Yeah.
At all. Like I haven't shown it yet, but I'm funny as shit. So
ours is gonna be cool.
Yeah. No. Okay.
I want to talk about like how you got the name.
I was drinking cucumber martinis with a tahini rim at the Ben in West Palm Beach. And I was with 2 girls who at the time I was very close with. No longer. I'm sure that will be a story time someday. And we were all just kind of bitching in general about people. And I was like, this would be really fun to do with a bunch of girls whenever they want to, in like a safe space to do it where you're not going to feel judged. You may get some crazy looks, but like that's kind of the fun whole point of it. But just like a safe space, a girls' night in, where listeners feel like they're sitting around, like grab a glass of wine, grab a martini. I still need to learn how to make a dirty martini at home. Like just girl talk, but also hopefully with positive advice and messages and like just it's relatable and no one talks about their trauma the way that like a tight-knit group of girls do over some drinks and apps. So I want everyone to have an outlet for that. And that's where the anonymous part comes in. Like I was talking about, like some people may have more dramatic things or stuff that they want to get off their chest, but people, they don't want to call someone out individually.
They're scared to say it, basically.
Right. And there's, if the shoe fits kind of thing. Like that's basically like the gist of in my few martinis in thoughts of what I wanted to do.
So you can be really pissed off and aggravated in public, or you can be anonymous.
Right. You can show your face.
You're too scared.
Yeah. Which I'm not even going to lie. There's probably some stories that I do want to tell, but like you'll never know it's me because I'm going to manipulate my voice and you won't see my face.
Yeah.
So.
Shit.
Mom, I'm talking about you. Thank you.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
Okay. So yeah, that's the kind of the concept of the podcast, right? Like 2 different options.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 different, just 2 different ways to go about it.
So you can be on video or off.
Yeah. So just audio where it'll still be like our faces and us like talking about it, talking to you. You'll see our genuine reactions. And I feel like I need to include David on some of these because he's really bad at controlling his face. So he'll literally be like, what the fuck? Yes. But then like, and some people I've kind of like told this idea to a very select few people and they were like, oh, but I feel like I have a very familiar voice. And I'm like,
you'd be surprised though if you can't see the person. Like you wouldn't be able to recognize someone's voice.
No. And even if they're that adamant about that, I'm like, okay, I'll just tweak it a little bit in audio after the fact. Yeah. Why do you want to be a part of this? Well,
I feel like the first time I talked to you about it, which was like what, like a month ago at least.
Yeah, like a month or two.
I was having like a super stressful week, and I was like annoyed at every fucking person in the like that I encountered for like 4 days straight, and I was getting so pissed off. Maybe I was like hormonal or something, but I don't know. I was just annoyed AF at everyone, everything. I felt like just people are so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And I was just wanting to vent, and I was aggravated.
Yeah.
Aggravated. And I feel like sometimes I can't like express how I'm actually feeling because I have people like watching me all the time. So like I could go into way more details about that, but I posted an Instagram story like as a joke to my close friends, and I was like, I just want to start a podcast just to talk shit. And I was like, that's fucking mean, like whatever, but like that's what I want to do. I want to talk shit about all the things, about like experiences, stories, like I don't know, things that just people experience on a day-to-day and are too scared to talk about it. And everyone was like, I would listen to that. I got like 20 people that were like, I would listen to that. And I was
like, one of them was me being like, hold my beer.
You're like, so I actually already started one
I'm
of those.
I signed up for it. I haven't done shit, but it's there.
And 2 days later, we had a meeting in your plant patio.
Yeah, I was like, I need someone to light a fire under my ass because I'm not going to do it on my own. So
I have lit the fire.
Yes.
It's taken us a month to do this for several reasons. But I also feel like I don't have anything to say, but I do have a lot of things to say at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, again, like you said, why would anyone want to listen to me? I don't know.
I feel like we're at an age though, like we're in our 30s, early 30s, and we have enough life behind us, like real life experiences, like college, high school. We don't need to go any earlier than high school because absolutely not. You shouldn't be listening to a fucking podcast if you're in middle school. But from like high school on, all of those life experiences, like multiple different relationships, different jobs, like working for other people, now working for ourselves. Like,
yeah,
there's so many like realms of life that we've tapped into, which is kind of weird to think about because I feel like I haven't tapped into many things, but we have. I think being multiple business owners, could never, just one for me. Thanks. We live in like a hub where so many things are happening. There's so many people happening. There's so many people that think there's something and they're not. And then there's people that are something and they don't realize it. And then like, it's crazy. Every type of story you could possibly think of. Like it's not honed in on one thing.
We're not just talking about like how to grow a business.
Yeah. Oh my God. Relationship drama. Don't worry. That will be there, but it's everything. Like,
And it's like raw honesty. No fucking bullshit. We're not like cutting out bloopers. We're not.
Oh yeah. If I stutter, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
There may be like if I accidentally name drop.
Yeah.
You'll get a beep and a blur over my mouth. So you fucking lip readers out there can't get shit out of me either. Like, oh, like, do you think you're Alex Cooper?
How did they start?
And I'm like, they didn't think they were anybody when they sat down in front of a chair or in front of a camera and like wanted to give their opinion.
Yeah.
I was like, but not for nothing. Like when people watch my Instagram stories on my photography account, they think I'm funny as shit. Yeah. And they say, why don't you have a podcast? And I say, I don't know.
No offense to them, but it's not like they're like any type of
no, they're just a person,
guru or like person full of knowledge. It's not like they're smarter than me and you and I. Smart, no grammar. I have no grammar.
You just kind of see how it plays out. And guess what? If we get 5 listens per month, that's great. Those 5 people, hit me up for some free photos. Thank you for the support. Like what the, like it is what it is. Like it's an outlet for us too.
Yeah.
And
for others who want to come on. We're going to be taking applications.
Yeah.
So
give us all the juicy stories.
What do we want to hear about, Samantha? What do we like to hear about?
God.
I want to hear about just like, again, I just want to hear people talk shit. I want to hear like realness. Like all we see on Instagram is like, oh my God, I'm having such a good day. I'm so happy. I'm so healthy. I love my husband. I love my kids. I love my family.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Fucking no.
That's a highlight reel. I almost want to like,
I want to hear people like tell us the real things that are happening in their life.
yeah, like you had maybe 3 good things happen to you, but you had 6 bad things, and you're never going to show the 6 bad things. But like you could come here and talk about it, and the people listening to this will be like, oh, holy shit, this person's just like me. Maybe I'm not like in this weird bubble of like thinking that my life is supposed to be one way and it turns out that it's this way.
I'm
like
comparing myself to everyone.
Yeah. Imposter syndrome.
Making myself feel like shit when in reality, they're just lying to your face.
Literally. It's all fake. It's a highlight reel.
And like I do it, but I try not to.
Well, I mean, no one wants to post. Well, today,
I bawled my ass out for 5 hours this morning. Like,
well, if you post that, you're going to get a billion comments like berating you to the end of the earth. Like, God forbid you show. So like, there's not even a positive way to do it. So that's why I'm like, wait, no, there can be. Like, just sit down
and talk to a microphone,
have a drink
in a room,
smoke a joint, do whatever you have to do. Hug a cat. I have 3. 2 are nice. 1 is not.
I could bring my 2 cats over.
Oh my God.
Every time we do this. There's like a playpen on the floor.
Yeah, no, so I actually have one of those. I haven't opened it yet. TikTok shop got me.
They're literally all killing each other.
No, but no, I like talking about just, I mean, it could be anything. Like, I know I have stories I want to share about, I call her my birth vessel because I refuse to give her the title of mom. That's a long story. I have stories about my stepson that I cannot wait to blast all over the internet. He's over the age of 18 now. I don't give a fuck. Come for me. You know, like I'm a wedding photographer. So like I have crazy stories about the things, like just the drama that goes down, like crazy stuff with that. Outside of that, just the stories I hear in my, like our friend groups. I'm just like, I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say? Like, and they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, that's not normal. You and I have stories together that we could tell about
things,
crazy things. We have friends that like, they're just living, doing everything, like just out here. And I'm like,
must be nice.
Can I have just like one day in your life? But then at the same time, I chose this life and I thoroughly enjoy everything that I do. So there's like, but I'm allowed to bitch about it.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I chose this life as well.
Yeah.
It is a great life, but it's also like, I could have a sugar daddy. I could be like in Italy right now, just drinking wine on a yacht if I really wanted to.
And it comes like there's a sense of pride that comes with doing like what we do, and a lot of stress and a lot of other stuff, which I'm sure we will dive into. But it's definitely fulfilling. And here we are adding one more thing to our plate.
Maybe this will turn into a full-blown business.
That would be sick.
I pray and hope to God it does.
Yeah, please. I want to go to Italy on just what this podcast makes.
Please, someone help. Please.
All spirits.
I am going to Italy in September, though, so I can't be too pissed off.
Fuck you.
But I'm paying for it all. It's not cheap.
It'll be worth it, though. Oh, my God.
Did you see that reel I posted the other day? Or not the other day, like 3 months ago, about my morning routine?
I think so, yeah.
Everyone's like, my morning routine is I wake up at the ass crack of dawn at 5 a.m. and I went to bed at like 10. So I really only got like 6 hours of sleep, which is really horrible. And then I did yoga, and then I went on a run, and then I drank my coffee with all this fucking bullshit in it. And then I sat down and I journaled for 5 minutes about my life, and I love myself and my life. All these things you do every morning. You're telling me you do that every morning. Fuck you. No, you don't.
And so, you know that they're taking a shit in between all that, but they ain't telling you.
Yeah. I take my morning shit.
Where was that? That was a detail that was lost.
Exactly. So I posted a reel that was just like making fun, basically mocking, because it's just not life to me. So I was like, my morning routine, like 1, I don't have one. 2, sometimes I wake up. 3, sometimes I sleep past my alarm. 4, I'm like rushing to work. I did not drink any water until like noon. Like all these things that just like, there's no way that unless you're a rich millionaire housewife, that
have a nanny, have a home, like someone to clean your entire house, like a butler,
no
basically.
Kids, that you can do that every day.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. But that's just one example, I feel like, of being like having a facade up on socials.
Yeah. And it scares the ever living, not that I care. It's not going to affect me. I'm not having kids, but this like upcoming generation and how they think that like their real life is supposed to be exactly how they see it online. And then I cannot even imagine, like, if you're thinking about a career in college and where to go into like therapy, because this next generation is going to need a fuck ton of it. Like, you are going to make bank on these people. Like, I just sit here and I'm like, how is this your reality? And then I have to snap myself out of it. And I'm like, it's not. Like, what do you mean you're doing a 10-step skin routine at 6 a.m.? No, the fuck you're not, every single day.
What's your name?
Call me Sam. It's Samantha, but Sam. It's easier to.
What's your last name?
Ew.
How old are you?
I'll be 33 next month.
Wow.
Ew.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Is that your sign?
Yeah, I'm a Cancer.
Where are you from?
Born in New York, but I can't claim it because I've moved when I was 7 and I've lived in Florida basically ever since. Lived in Rhode Island for 6 years with my husband. That's a whole episode within itself, me getting to bitch at New England, which you have some ties to as well. I don't think you hate it as much as I do, but, and then, just Florida, South Florida, Central Florida.
Okay.
Nothing exciting.
And what do you do for a living?
I am a full-time wedding photographer. Well, I do other things besides weddings, but the bread and butter is weddings. I own my own company. My husband does video as well. So photo, video, tag team. That was a weird way to put it, tag team, but that's what it is. And before that, I just worked with kids.
Which is weird.
Which is why I don't want them.
What about a fun fact?
Oh my God. I can sing. I'm not going to do it. I can sing. I need several martinis and like probably the words on a screen to remember them because of all the martinis. But like, if I am out and there is a karaoke bar, game fucking on.
I did witness it once.
You did.
What else do you want to say about yourself?
Nothing.
Okay.
What's your full name?
Chelsea.
What do you do for work?
I would call myself an entrepreneur.
Elaborate on that.
I do a lot of things. Primarily, I run a marketing company. I like to call it a small business. Doesn't actually feel like a company. Small business here in Florida doing social media marketing for other small businesses. So that's what I do the majority of my days. And then I also own a yoga studio, which is really fun. It was like a passion project kind of thing. But now it's turned more into like half and half of those two businesses together.
Yeah.
So I own that. I also teach yoga there a few times a week. And then I also have my Instagram, which has always been kind of like
your side hustle.
my side hustle / like trying to be an influencer, trying to be cool, trying to be a blogger.
Yeah.
Which I feel like everyone thinks they are now. But when I started it, it was like true influencing.
You were definitely one of like the OG, like even when I moved here, like I found like your account and everything, like you're more more micro influencer, like more authentic. I feel like micro and authentic like go hand in hand versus like just influencer, which is going to like lie to everyone's face basically all over the internet for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be illegal.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But yeah, so I like dabble in that, like blogging, influencing on social. But I like focus on travel, health and wellness, fitness, yoga, all the things. I just basically share about everything that I do and that I love.
All the things I wish I had time for.
Yeah, it's exhausting. I'm always on my phone. And I hate it. People are like, you're always on your phone. I'm like, I don't want to fucking be on my phone.
No.
Like, I would rather sit in a room in the dark all day than be on my phone.
If I could throw my phone into the deepest part of the ocean, I would.
Same.
But I literally can't.
I wish I didn't need this. I don't want it.
No.
12 text messages.
Oh my God.
Like, I can't. I'm never alone. Like I literally have anxiety from my phone. I wake up in the morning, I hear it ringing, I hear a text coming through. immediate anxiety.
And then everyone's like, why is your phone always in do not disturb? I'm like, mental health.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Like, yeah, I like the issue is I can't put my phone on do not disturb. Like I feel like I'm on call 24/7, mostly because of the yoga studio. Like shit goes wrong. Like I have to be ready at all times. I have to be ready at midnight, 2 a.m, 5 a.m. Somebody calls in sick because they have cramps. I have to be there. I have to show up. Like I can't.
2 a.m.
Well, yeah.
Or like, yeah, someone texting it.
Maybe
Yeah.
the plaza just explodes or it's
Oh
on
yeah. Didn't you
fire.
have like the roof, like something with the roof happened? You had to close.
There was a fire in the parking lot and there was just like soot, like coming through like every crack in the wall. So I go in there and it's just black.
Yeah. You're like, perfect. Let's get zen.
How am I supposed to clean this by myself?
Oh my
So
God.
shit like that. But yeah. So that's basically what I do. I also love to read, love to work out.
Are you part of a book? Were you part of a book club? No? Or is it just like you just share your books online? Yeah. Yeah. And you also do like your paddle boarding and the crossing, and you're part of like all these, just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of like nonprofits and stuff.
I love fitness things. Yoga.
Yeah. She likes to drag me to some of these fitness things, and I die every time.
I'm going to cycle bar at 6:45.
Absolutely not. I cannot sit on a bike. We know this.
I forgot.
That's another story for another time.
I forgot about that. But yeah.
Oh my God.
That's it. Enough about me.
Yeah. So there is an Instagram account for this podcast.
Follow.
Yep. It's literally just called Anonymously Aggravated. There's a lot of like double letters in there. Look up the spelling if you have to. I had to a few times. And then we're probably going to do some like cross posting on there so it can also reach our accounts because it doesn't have a lot of followers right now because I haven't told anybody. And then we'll probably start like just posting to our stories, little like question ask boxes or like polls or whatever. Like nothing is off limits. Like when I tell you nothing will shock me, like I guarantee it. Like I want like the craziest shit you've ever experienced.
I don't even feel like I have anything crazy to say.
Yeah.
It's like crazy stories that have happened to me. Like I don't know. At least for me.
We're going to have to dig
I can
deep.
talk shit about a lot of stuff, but I can't be like, oh my
You're
God,
like-
that one time my dad fucked my sister. That's fucked up.
The most drastic you could go. Straight incest. Love it. Like I said, nothing is off limits.
But that kind of stuff. I don't have any of that.
Your dad's going to be like, Chelsea, what the fuck?
Like, which? Okay.
I think that's it.
How are we supposed to end these?
I don't know.
Like
Peace and love, bitches. Like, I have no fuck. Yeah, like a little outro, a little,
peace out, girls. Out.
Lil Wayne.
Now you know.
Yeah, because it's Mike's Super Short Show. We just aged ourselves.
Don't sue us.
Yeah, no copyright there. Sorry. Oh my God.
Okay, well,
Fuck yeah.
thanks, guys.
You better listen. You better share your stories, or I will find you, and I will go Liam Neeson on your ass. Okay. Done.
Done.
Stop. Yes, I'm sure.